What is good, people? What is good? My name is Ants, and this is Anthony Lynn Unfiltered, where I'll talk politics, culture, and current events. And today, we got a really great video, man. I found the video on TikTok. I will drop the link in the description from the original creator. But he had a really interesting question. And the question was, why can't they just leave us alone? So I'm going to let you guys guess. Who are they and who is us? I'm going to let you guys guess that. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and cue this video up, see if we can't get this video going. And I will be giving you guys my reaction throughout the video. If you are not here for my brilliant commentary, please get your ass on down the road so that we can get to business. Afterwards, I'm also going to give you my summary and my thoughts on the whole video, so make sure you stick around for that. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. Let's get it.
Hey everybody, quick question. Should America just stay divided? Should black and brown people just throw in a towel and leave? What would happen if we did? And despite wanting to be alone, how come white America can't just leave us alone?
Good question.
You real Americans want your own things. You want your own neighborhoods, and you want your own grocery stores, and you want your own schools, your own churches, your own banks, your own sports, your own halftime shows, your own water fountains. We get it. I think we all get it. I think it's pretty safe to say that if you had your way, you wouldn't have to deal with any black or brown people. And I think it's even safer to say that you think that life would be much safer, much greater without black or brown people. You see, honestly, most black and brown people think that's cool. As a matter of fact, it's pretty safe to say that most black and brown people don't give a f what you do. But
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he is 100% correct. Don't give a damn. Don't care how racist you are. Don't care whether you like me, whether you don't like me, whether you want to talk to me, whether you want me to work in your business. I don't care if you don't want to serve me food. What I would like is for you to just leave me alone. Stop hating on me. So I don't know. I hear a lot of what he's saying, at least what he's saying so far is making sense to me. Let's go ahead and continue the video.
this is something that you are obsessed with, thinking about how much better things would be if it were just you. You think it would be some sort of utopia. But would it be? And I mean, personally, I don't believe that. But I think deep down inside, you don't believe that either. I don't think America would be or will be as great as you are so desperately trying to make it, especially under these current conditions or the conditions that you're trying to force on everybody. And this is why. I don't want to be mean, but you're always in somebody's business. You always got to put your 2 cents in. You always got to shape or mold something to accommodate you. And you always want to be involved in something that doesn't involve you. It's
Okay, guys, so that was actually incredibly racist. That was wrong on so many levels. I mean, it was true. I mean, it was true. We in Iran, and we're everywhere. We're everywhere. So, I mean, there's a little bit of truth to that, but let's get back to the thing. He's still wrong for it. I think we're just not allowed to say it out loud, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get back to what he was saying.
one thing to be invited into a space, but you think that your presence is required, almost mandatory in all spaces. And it's not. And really, man, I promise you, it is not a personal thing, but you take it that way because you make it that way. You're always trying to exploit or appropriate or just plain copy the very cultures that you claim to hate, or you say has no value, or you say are inferior. At the end of the day, without us, there will still be crime.
I think that's yeah. You continuously try to copy the whole black culture. How many, starting with Elvis, not starting with Elvis, way before him, but yeah. How many kids you see out there doing hip hop, wearing urban clothes? I'm seeing white girls now on TikTok wearing wife beaters with braided hair. So, and I do realize not all people hate you. Not all people are upset about your color. But it does beg the question, if there is so much disdain for me from this community, then why do they try to act like me at every single point? Or am I tripping? I don't know. Let's go ahead and let this guy get back to his video.
Crime and poverty, hate and fear, violence and tyranny. But you know what there won't be? Yeah, I'll take us for 1,000. That's right, us. And there'll be a whole lot less people for you to blame your bullshit on. And you will be forced to turn that mirror around and confront those monsters and demons within yourselves. But oh no, you can't do that, can you? Because that would require you to admit to not only yourselves, but the rest of the world that you are not this upstanding benchmark of society that you claim to be.
Okay, that's funny. So one of the things about America is they love their reputation around the world. They love to come from a position of moral authority. And even with Black America throughout history, a lot of things happen in Black America, and they would look to the rest of the world and say, well, they're just whining. They're just lazy. They're just complaining. But now the world is seeing it for what it actually is. You got too many cameras out there. You got too many people actually witnessing what you're doing. And it's showing.
You desperately have to prove to yourself and everyone else that you are indeed on top of the world and that everyone else is firmly under your foot. You see, you need to feel powerful, and that power can't be shared, but it goes a lot deeper than that. You need to feel powerful over someone. That's why you can't leave us alone. That's why you can't mind your business. Even though you say you don't care about us like that, you continue to watch, suppress, hinder, obstruct, sabotage, and pollute our progress.
So let me get this right. What he's basically saying is it's not enough for me to feel superior over you. It's not enough for me to just feel like I'm better than you. What I really need more than anything is for you to feel like I am superior over you. That's what he's really saying. I have to be around you and get you to acknowledge my superior existence. I don't know. That's an interesting question, guys. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think.
And that, without a doubt, is the thinking of weakness. Any progress that is made by Black and brown people is looked at as inferior or insignificant, and that's what you want people to think. But the fact is that our progress, our contributions, our innovation, our excellence, and our success are seen not only as a threat to your dominance, but to your very existence. If Black and brown people finally understood that our division was manufactured, if we understood how impactful or even crippling to the existing power structure it would be if we were unified, together we could crush the systems of oppression that have plagued both of our people.
So I'm glad he brought that up. Let's talk about systems and let's talk about oppression. Let's talk about white people. And I know that it's an uncomfortable situation. I got to start by saying not all white people are racist. That's real talk. Not all Black people are racist. Matter of fact, I would say most of us, just real everyday people, don't give a damn. Most of us are probably tired of freaking hearing about it, to keep it 100 with you. But the people who are racist, they are a very vocal minority. The people who ignore the racism, it's seen. When you look at that post that President Trump made about President Obama the other day, considering that he still doesn't consider him a United States citizen, when you can't legitimately tell me that that was racist, I have a problem with that. I mean, I'm not hating on it. It's all that, think what you want to think, but I got a problem with that because you know it's not true. That's the hypocrisy. So this video is almost over. Let's go ahead and rock this video out and let's get to my final thoughts.
And that is why you want to be alone, but you can't and won't leave us alone. Because you're afraid that the pendulum will swing the other way and stay there. And you're even more afraid to admit that. The kinks in your armor are showing, and the cracks in the foundation are getting bigger by the minute. People are done with your fake freedom and your untruths and your selective justice.
I'm so done with that. Man, I'm so done with that. Oh my God. How we've been trotted through the criminal justice system for however long. You know, you got to understand, if a cop stops and he pulls over little Billy and he just gives little Billy a ride home in the front seat, even though little Billy has a freaking quarter ounce of fentanyl in his front pocket, well, guess what? There is no crime, there is no case. Why would he do that for little Billy? Maybe he identifies with him. Maybe he understands him. Maybe little Billy looks like his little brother. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, it doesn't matter in the slightest. But what I do know is, for decades, we've been seeing the criminal justice system weaponized. So it's kind of ironic to see it weaponized now against yourselves. So I don't know how that's going to end up working out. Let's go ahead and finish the video.
And your version of the American way, and you're mad. So go ahead, be mad. Have your halftime shows, enjoy your faith, political, or Klan meetings, post all the racist memes you can to social media. None of that matters. What does matter, people are starting to figure you out, who you really are. And you know what they're realizing? That you're all just like the Wizard of Oz, a small, mediocre, fragile persona that hides behind this grandiose illusion of greatness.
That's so funny that he should say that. Real talk, because every time I think about the creamsicle, every time I think about Donald Trump, I think of the little orange dude that was behind the curtain on Wizard of Oz. Just a fake, scamming little itty-bitty midget orange. Yeah, every single time I think about Donald Trump, that's what
And you're not even close. Anyway, y'all, the comment section is wide open.
It's wide
and don't
open.
forget to do all that good social media stuff for more content like this.
I'm not going to lie, guys. He put it best. Don't forget to do all that good social media stuff. But before you do, let's get into my brilliant commentary, my brilliant thoughts, my brilliant opinions. I think that the world is sick of race. But race isn't sick of the world. It is still here. And even though I'm tired of hearing about it, even though you're tired of hearing about it, we still have the Stephen Millers of the world running around. And just because you don't want President Trump's Obama 8 post to be racist doesn't mean it's not. You don't get to tell other people or other groups when they can and cannot be offended. It doesn't work. My bad. It doesn't work that way. Real talk. So yeah, race is a real issue in this country. The way that we see Hispanics or people of Latin descent, Spanish descent being rounded up right now by ICE, guess what? ICE is not snatching Canadians out of their cars. I know that's a shocker. The guy from France who overstayed his visa is not getting snatched out of his car and cuffed up and detained somewhere indefinitely. I mean, that's the truth. I know you don't want to hear it, but honestly, I think that at this particular point, because there's so many cameras out there, because there's so much crazy stuff, America is just cool with its hypocrisy. Your hypocrisy is showing. It's already out there. So I guess they figure if we're going to be hypocrites, we might as well go all in. That's kind of the way I feel about it, as far as a systematic thing. But then on a day-to-day basis, like I said, the people that I see in my day-to-day life, last thoughts on their mind, at least in front of me anyway, is race. Most of them don't give a damn about race, ain't thinking about race. But then you got this other very vocal group that is completely consumed by it. They live it, they breathe it, they eat it. That's all they freaking think about. And it's mind-numbing. It's mind-numbing. All right, we are all living creatures. Whether you like me, dislike me, you think I'm smart, you think I don't. You may not think a dog is smart. You are not out to sabotage him or get rid of him or kill him. You're not out to do none of that stuff to the dog. If you think I'm unintelligent, and what's all the words that Trump calls black women? Uneducated, unintelligent, low IQ having, you think whatever it is that you want to think about me. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I think that's kind of simple. You want to be cool? I think a friend of mine's put it best. And I tell people this all the time. I fuck with people who fuck with me. I can't make it any clearer than that. You don't want to fuck with me? You don't have to. I'm cool with that. If you disagree with me, of course, hop in the comments and we could bang it out there. You know how I enjoy continuing the conversation. But I am going to need you to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys next time.